here is our developer portal. And essentially what you can do from here is you can manage all your ecosystems. You'll notice that I have, I think, 2 ecosystems in here. I can manage them, and I can switch between them. Then once I'm in the ecosystem, I can manage my set of service classes. Here I've registered some service classes, binary switch, dimmable switch, and so on. And you can kind of see, exactly what those look like in here and be able to understand there we go, be able to understand the capabilities of each one. Registering the service classes gives the system a little bit more knowledge about what the devices do. But to be honest, from a development standpoint, you actually don't have to create service classes. They're simply a suggested format for how you interact with the devices. The system will support any arbitrary commands that you pass through it, even if they aren't defined. It simply won't suggest what you could do because it doesn't know what the capabilities of that service are. Here's, as mentioning, you can manage clients. Basically, you can use clients to create either an application or a service or a server. So you can have direct server-to-server communication through what we call a client token, and that way your application is connected through a secure token that can be rotated out over time, not through a specific user's account. We also have Webhooks API in here as well, so you can go in and create basically a real-time callback to your server every time an event happens in a certain ecosystem. And you can actually create as many of those as you want. So if you have 8 different servers, you want to get notified when this happens, you can create 8 different webhooks, right? And so every time a light changes state or anything happens in the environment, we'll actually give you a real-time callback on your server. Inside of the ecosystem, as I mentioned, there's always a set of environments. Here I only have one environment, it's the one we're going to test with, but inside that environment we have these devices. And so right here I can see right here I can see all the devices, and it's really actually kind of nice because you can actually see all the capabilities of the device mapped out. So I'm going to show you the LifeX Right bulb here. So I'm going to grab a light here. This is LifeX Right, and so if I hit this binary switch interface, because it knows the services that it's capable of, it automatically suggests that I might want to set this property to on or off. And when I set the property, I don't know if you see that light up over there, that light actually turned on. And similarly, if I hit this left one, this LifeX left, set its property to on, you see that light turned on. And there's a little animation that happened in the portal as well. That actually is the result of the system detecting the state change of the light, not because I set it. So if the light actually does not respond and does not turn on, then this little light bulb will not switch on. But more importantly, there's a textual representation of, I'm going to click that, of the state of that device. So I'll show you kind of what I mean by that, and just to kind of prove that it works, I'm going to jump up here to, I've got two Sonos devices here. And I've got the Sonos interface open, and so I'm going to send some commands through. It'll let me resize this through Sonos. No, apparently I can't resize that. So right now, if you look at the media state on these on this Office Sonos, it's set to stop. So if I hit play, you'll actually see these 2 Sonos speakers turn on in real time, and you'll see the let's see, this is on, what's the name here? Staying Alive from the Bee Gees. So I'm going to go over to the Sonos interface, and I'm going to skip to the next track. And you notice all these interfaces updated in real time because of that. So I got, the apparently greatest hits. Hold on a second. So if I click into the Sonos interface, this is really cool too. We get an actual live log of those things. So let's say I pause the music. You'll see the media state's changed, the media info's changed. I'll play it again, and we can see the real-time stream of that come through. And I'll skip tracks once more, and boom, here's all of the information about the new track appearing as well. So you get this really nice stream of data that comes off the device, and that's available then through our Webhooks API, and that's available through another API which I hadn't talked about yet, which is our WebSockets API. So you can connect then WebSockets directly to your mobile apps and be able to have the app be real-time responsive to these changes as well. This interface here basically gives you direct access to, similar to the other interface, but it's a little bit more rich. Gives you direct access to all of the custom properties. I can actually go in here and change, the volume of the music. I can go in and, skip tracks, and so on.